Welcome to Wager Talk. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Marco D'Angelo and Smoking Kokin. I'm not sure why his name's Smoking Kokin, but I'm guessing it's because he's been smoking hot in college football. Dave is number one at Wager Talk, 63% this year in college football. And you can get the rest of Dave's college football, $195 through the rest of the bowl season. No coupon needed, no promo code.
Coupon.
Yeah, I did say coupon. They've been making fun of me about my lovely Kansas accent all morning, you guys. So if also, because Johnny's feeling really generous during Christmas season, if you purchase Dave's college football package, email support@wagertalk.com for $100 in wager bucks added to your account. So what you do is you have one buddy buy Dave's package, and then you take your $100 in wager bucks and you go spend it on Marco's. Sorry, total inside joke. Marco, people love to use the wager bucks on Marco. Let's talk some college football. This is a really interesting matchup. So Ohio State -6. Let's see if they're still -6. I got to check my notes.
It won't be for long, I can tell you that.
No, they are not. It's up to six and a half. Total 58. Urban Meyer's retiring. I get it. But I don't know. I was kind of looking towards Washington early.
Well, we both were.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this looked like a game where, you know, it's a nice proving ground game for Washington. They've gotten healthier as the season has concluded. An ugly win over Utah, but you saw the effective defense that they played in that game. And I just had doubts that Ohio State would care about this at all. I know it's the Rose Bowl, but how big a deal is that for a team that wanted to be in the playoff and they're not? And that the team gets left standing at the altar, so to speak, is not a team I want to play. And then comes the bombshell that Urban Meyer is going to be coaching his last game. And what you saw here was reaction one way when the first numbers came out. This got bet down to, I believe, 4. Okay, the early money, the sharp money was on Washington. And then here comes the news on Meyer, and it's like, boom. I think everybody who bet Washington probably bought out of it. And they're just piling on. And the Buckeyes they're going to really want to play. This is not a team I want to go against in this situation.
You know, I went against the Buckeyes last week because I didn't think they had really any shot to get in. And for a better part of 3.5 quarters, Northwestern really took care of them. Here's a Washington team, though, where I think they do have some momentum on their side. I think initially, prior to beating Wazoo, they kind of thought they were having a bad season. Then they go in to Pullman, beat their in-state rival, and they played, as you mentioned, a really great defensive game against Utah. I was on Utah with the best of the number and couldn't get there. So I kind of am back and forth on this one as well. Marco, your thoughts on the Washington Huskies?
Full disclosure, Dave and I did, and if you want to go back and check the archive for the Las Vegas Sports Line, we did a show yesterday. We did all 40 bowl games in 40 minutes.
That's awesome.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, and when we got to this game, I told Dave, Monday night, I was at Monday Night Football with the guys like I always do, and I told him, I said, I'm putting in a system, a 5% play for Washington. I liked Washington that much. I love the situation and everything, and I love the defense. You give me a better defense and getting points. And then, of course, we get the bombshell with Urban Meyer that changes it. But this is still a team, okay, they're going to be pumped up. But they're still the same talent that they had. And this team's got so many holes on defense. I know the last 2 weeks, everybody, the Michigan game and the Northwestern game, now they're sold on Ohio State. But that momentum, maybe you want to play Ohio State first half, because they're going to come out with the fire in their eyes, you know, be pumped up. And Washington has a history of starting games slow.
Yeah.
So Ohio State first half, but I still think this Washington team, Jake Browning, I know everybody knocks him. He doesn't win the big game. But you know what? He beat Washington State in Washington State to get them to the Pac-12 championship. It was an ugly game. Don't snooze on Utah's defense. Utah has they have a hell of a defense. I was on Utah in that game, getting points. How often can you not give up a defensive point, 0 defensive points, and getting points and lose the game?
You know, it was pretty crazy, and even it was funny. I was sitting at the book at the Golden Nugget doing some work, and I had this guy walk up. He goes, "Oh, it's only 4 now with Washington." And I go, "Yeah, bro, the sportsbook's just giving out free money." And the guy was like, "Yeah, she's great." Yeah. Like, he didn't realize I was probably being just a complete snide, you know. But that was the funny thing, is that's exactly how I thought about it. Yeah, just let that line keep dropping. I got the best of the number here.
So this is a game that's not going to be on my card, because one of the rules I have is that if I like a side and something happens that causes me to get off that side, okay. But it doesn't mean I'm going to the other side. That basically never happens. So that's going to be the case here, where I liked Washington. I don't like the situation now. I'm going to lay off
Okay.
that side. But I'm not going to turn around, especially at what is not going to be a beat-up number, and take Ohio State.
Well, here's a good. Yeah, exactly. Now the numbers.
Does it get to 7? That's what I'm saying. It goes to 7.
I think we'll see the public coming in late to the party as per usual because people are only professional bettors and earlier guys that do this a lot are betting these games early. Most of the guys are waiting until 2-3 days.
If
I still come with Washington, I'm waiting till game day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm waiting to game day.
Here's my
7
one question.
minus 125.
Wow.
That sound reasonable? I don't think they want to go to 7.5.
No, if they go to 7.5, the sharps are just going to take, not the sharps, the math guys, the EV guys will take the number.
So how much weight can you put into the fact that Washington was just playing in the stadium? They've played there on several occasions throughout the years. And this is Ohio State's first Rose Bowl, Urban Meyer's first Rose Bowl. I mean, do you give familiarity?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
No, and it'll be Ohio State's going to have most of the crowd anyway, because their fans travel like crazy, and they'll be out there to send Meyer off with a rousing ovation. So
I mean, I feel like we'll see a lot of Ryan Day during that game. I think Urban's going to just kind of ride off into the sunset with the W and be happy. I don't know how much we'll see him actually.
Yeah.
Coaching.
Let's not forget that this Washington team is veteran team.
Oh, yeah.
This is a team that's been together for a long time.
they can score on Ohio State.
They will be smart enough to pass the football and not try to run the football 40 times like Michigan did.
Good point. All right, guys, make sure to like and share our videos. Want to share some thoughts on a game, give us some feedback or suggest a video, please leave a comment below and be eligible to get a free week of service.